Who are the Mongols? Under the leadership of Genghis Khan, the Mongols became a powerful empire in the 13th century. They were renowned for their agility, organizational skill, and military strength. They ravaged Europe, the Middle East, and Asia, transforming the terrain in their wake. This introduction looks at their history, accomplishments, legacy, contributions to culture and societal institutions, as well as the things that helped them rise to prominence and eventually caused them to fall. When were the Mongols around? The Mongol Empire existed during the 13th and 14th centuries. It was founded by Genghis Khan in 1206, and under his leadership and that of his successors, the Mongols created one of the largest contiguous empires in history. Genghis Khan's descendants, including Kublai Khan, expanded the empire to include China, the Middle East, and parts of Eastern Europe. The Mongol Empire was known for its military prowess, effective organization, and the establishment of the Pax Mongolica, a period of relative peace and stability across the territories under Mongol rule. What factors led to the establishment and expansion of the Mongols? The Mongol Empire, established in the 13th century by Genghis Khan, was shaped by his charismatic leadership, military strategies, organizational skills, and loyalty. The Mongols, skilled in nomadic pastoralism, horsemen, and archery, were united by Khan's leadership and innovative tactics. They implemented a merit-based system, promoting competence and loyalty among warriors. The Mongols also controlled trade routes like the Silk Road, exploiting their opponents' weaknesses. Their combination of leadership, military prowess, adaptability, and strategic thinking contributed to their empire's growth. Where were the Mongols around? The Mongol Empire, led by Genghis Khan, was a nomadic group that took over Central Asia, Europe, and the Middle East during the 13th and 14th centuries. They invaded Eastern Europe, conquered parts of the Middle East, and established the Yuan dynasty in China. They also had a significant presence in Central Asia, the Caucasus, and parts of present-day Russia. The Mongols did not establish a direct ruling presence in South Asia, but had interactions through trade and diplomatic ties. They had limited influence in Southeast Asia, primarily through trade and cultural exchange. The Mongol Empire was the largest contiguous land empire in history, encompassing different cultures, civilizations, and regions. The specific territories under Mongol control varied over time due to military campaigns, alliances, and the dynamics of conquest and governance. The Mongol Empire's influence extended over a vast and diverse geographical area, encompassing different cultures, civilizations, and regions. What was some of the achievements of the Mongols? The Mongol, which were ruled by Genghis Khan, was the largest and most successful empire in history. The Mongols spanning Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. They were known for different things such as their strength in the military, and their innovative tactics, such as the cavalry, and their feigned retreat, including the Silk Road, and established an efficient communication network called the Yam. Genghis Khan implemented administrative and legal reforms such as the Yasa, which provided guidelines for governance, trade, and social conduct. How was it like to live with the Mongols? The Mongols supported the peasant economy, providing relief measures, tax remissions, and granaries for surplus grain storage. They prohibited nomads animals from roaming in farmlands and initiated cooperative rural organizations to stimulate agricultural production. They devised a fixed taxation system for peasants but did not consider labor obligations. The Mongols embarked on public works projects such as the Grand Canal extension, a postal station system, and a capital city, which generated animosity from peasant ranks. They valued crafts and artisanship, granting artisans freedom from corvée labor, tax remissions, and higher social status. They also improved the social status of merchants and traders, initiating the ortog, which helped them in long-distance trade. How was life like for the women in the Mongol Empire? In the Mongol Empire, women shared daily tasks with men, including animal care, camp setup, child rearing, food production, and cooking. They had more rights than in contemporary cultures, owning property, participating in religious ceremonies, and being shamans. Women were essential in logistics, warfare, and family decision-making. Mongol marriages were designed to strengthen clan relationships, with exogamy being a custom. Women could divorce and own their property, but the frequency of this practice is unknown. Mongol society was patrilineal, with polygamy common among men who could afford multiple wives and concubines. Mongol women were skilled in crafting felt, animal skins, and leather, and both men and women wore similar clothing. How did the Mongols come to an end? The fall of the Mongols' empire was mostly due by natural disasters, external pressures and internal strife. The Ming dynasty in China, political fragmentation, overstretching, economic decline, natural disasters like famines and the Black Death, the Ottoman Empire's rise in the West, succession issues and the loss of military supremacy are some of the external threats facing the country. Due to the empire's overstretching and disintegration, local leaders became more independent and regional khans declared their independence. Due to the empire's overstretching and disintegration, local leaders became more independent and regional khans declared their independence. The Mongol Empire broke up into several khanates by the late 14th century, though some traces could still be found.